So today, or no, I'm gonna give you a small tutorial or guide on how you can install Flux on a low-end machine or medium-end machine, on a machine that has less than or around 4 gigabytes of VRAM, maybe less. I don't know if less works, but on a machine that definitely does not have 12 gigabytes of VRAM or something, on a medium or low-end machine. So I'm gonna show you how to install Flux. So you're gonna start with downloading Forge, which is the user interface that allows you to load models and prompt models to have images generated. So you're gonna download Forge. You might want to look at whether or not you have Git. So just type Git. If it responds with this, then you have Git installed. If you don't have Git installed then you have to look up how you install Git. So on an Arch machine, or in this case Endeavor OS, you would just go yay -s git, and that would install Git for you. So, but we got Git already installed. So now you're gonna just open a console, type git clone, and then the URL of Forge, the GitHub URL of Forge. Then it's going to download the Forge repository, so the entire code. Then you can just afterwards go into the models folder to download the actual Flux model. So right now you downloaded the user interface, so now we can download the model, the Flux model. So you go into models. Well, first you're gonna go into Forge, then you go into the models, and then you go into the Stable Diffusion folder. So now you're in the Stable Diffusion folder. Then we got the Flux 1 NF4 Flux model. So you're just gonna type vget and the model, the link to the model, and then it's gonna download the model. So this can take some time because it's 11.5 gigabytes big, so it's probably gonna take some time. And then after it's downloaded, I don't have to download it right now because I already done it. You're gonna go back into your Stable Diffusion folder, and you're gonna run the webui.sh, so the shell script. And once you do that, it's gonna launch Forge. And in the beginning it can take some time because it needs to install all the dependencies. But once it booted up, or once it started, you can just go on 127.001 semicolon 7860. So it's also going to tell you that too in Forge. So once it booted up, it's going to tell you running on local URL. So you can just take that URL once the Forge started up, and you can just enter it here and then go on here. So now you in Forge, or on the user interface of Forge, and then you should have the model in here. So assuming you downloaded the model, it should be here. Then you can select how much memory is supposed to be used. I would suggest to go a little bit lower. So otherwise you might get a message saying that you don't have enough memory free. So you might get a message. If you use too much, it might throw a message that you don't have enough memory left. So a CUDA error. And then you just put in a prompt So let's say let's okay, and then you just press generate, and it's gonna take some time. So you on 4 gigabytes, I've seen it take about like half an hour. So it's gonna take a little bit of time. But yeah, that's essentially how you do it. So you start by downloading in Forge. Then you download the model in the stable diffusion folder. Then you start up Forge with point/webui.sh. So like here, that's how you start it up. And then once it's started up, you can just open the Forge user interface by going on the URL. And then you're gonna just select the model. You select the amount of memory you want to use, and you put in a prompt, press generate, and that's pretty much it. So that's how you do it on a Linux machine, on an Arch machine, or in this case an Endeavour OS machine. And yeah, so much for that, and I'll see you in the next video.